I just wanted to say, when I first met Kitch, Chrissy was having a get together at her house. And she always likes to include me on all her friends that are there. And Kitch was there. And when he introduced himself, he said, "Hi, I'm Kitch, and I'm going to marry your daughter." And I said, "Well, we'll see about that." And then when they started living together, and I thought, okay, when you are with someone for 1 year, I figure that you know them enough whether you want to spend the rest of your life with them. So I give you 1 year. If you're still going to hang around, you can put a ring on it. But here we are 4 years later. And I just want to say, Kitch, I love you and welcome to the family.
Hi, everyone. My name is Laura. In case you didn't know, I'm Chrissy's twin sister. So essentially, she has a built-in friend because of me. She doesn't really have a choice. She has to be my friend. She has to love me no matter what, even if she gets mad at me, which, it happens. So usually whenever you tell someone that you have never met or that doesn't realize that you're a twin, they ask if you have the twin intuition. I can honestly say that we have had more than one occurrence where it has actually happened. So there have been a handful of times where we were in school, mainly in elementary school. Up until 5th grade, we were in the same classes. And then in 5th grade, we started having separate classes. And in 5th and 6th grade, we had multiple occurrences where the teachers would ask our mom, do the girls trade answers or what's going on? Because we would literally put word for word the exact same answers on tests, and we weren't in the class at the same time, and we sat on opposite ends of the classroom. So, so twin intuition is definitely a real thing, and we definitely have experienced it many, many times. Well, in the 4th grade, I had some health issues, and my sister was literally my saving grace. She saw it as me getting all this time off of school, and she didn't get to go. But what she doesn't know is that I remember that year very, very vividly, and how she was always there to bring me my classwork, and she was there to help me when I didn't understand it or to help me work on a project. So for that, I will be forever grateful. So obviously, as siblings, we have our ups and downs. There are some times that we're the absolute best of friends, and there are other times that we can't stand each other. We've had very many of both over the years. She and I definitely got a lot closer when I had my kids. She is TT, and they think the world of TT. They love her so much, they will literally FaceTime her and Kitch and the dogs every single day. So for those of you that work for Marriott, hopefully she doesn't have to go to the office very soon. Otherwise, they might need to build in some time for FaceTime time with TT. Now, speaking of Kitch, so as my mom mentioned, the first time we really, truly met Kitch was via FaceTime. My first experience was, oh man, this guy is really full of himself. I don't think she should be hanging out with him. But he's come around. We all like him. We're very thankful that he is in the family officially now. He loves my kids very much unconditionally, whether he likes them all days or not. Because they drive me nuts, and I know they drive everyone else nuts too. So it's fine. For the longest time, none of us thought he was really going to pop the question. So as my mom said, she usually gave the 1 year or whatever. But that didn't happen. So when he asked my mom to go to Minnesota to meet his side of the family, we all thought for sure he was going to pop the question then. his family. But that didn't happen. So he got us all. So we waited a little bit longer, and I believe it was literally a year and a half later till you proposed. Is that correct? Yeah, I think that's about right. So when he finally proposed on Christmas Day, I had no clue what was going on. I was totally like floored. He had hung the ring. Him and my mom had it all planned. He had hung the ring on the tree. They had slept on the couch that night because they came to my house. They had slept on the couch. She was literally sleeping 15 feet from the ring. None of us knew it except for her and my mom, or him and my mom. So we had no clue about it. I was totally floored. I had no clue what was going on. But as soon as emotions calmed down just a smidge, she obviously asked me, will you help me plan my wedding? Of course I said yes. I would never say no. And then of course she asked the kids to be in the wedding as well, which they were so happy to be, right? Yeah? Maybe not? Okay. So when it came time to picking a wedding venue, she always loved getting married somewhere with like mossy oak and stuff like that. And I knew that she always loved Up the Creek. Ever since, we were young kids, when we would drive by on the school bus, she always loved the look of the property. So I always knew that one day she would either get married here or somewhere similar. So when she decided on here, I knew it would be a dream come true. So I am so happy that you have found your person. And I'm so happy that you guys are happy and share the love that you do. And I wish you guys nothing but the best. And thanks for being TT and Kitch. Rehearsal was rough yesterday. Olivia thought she was walking down the aisle with them. So she's been saying that she is marrying TT and Kitch is not allowed to. So let's all raise our glasses to the new Mr. and Mrs. Chris Kitch. And congratulations, guys.
So I'm Chad. It's hard for me to public speak, so this is going to be a little interesting. Thank you guys for everyone being here and spending this day with these two wonderful people. If I look at you guys too much, I'm actually going to cry. So it'll be tough. I'd like to start out with how Kitch and I met, do a little blast from the past. So my dad used to coach us for soccer for many, many years. We're called the Golden Eagles. So we started doing, our soccer thing. Didn't really talk to Kitch too much. Thought he was kind of weird. But once traveling soccer kind of started, we kind of like to hang out more, kind of travel a little bit more. And then with hotel rooms coming into play, you kind of share a room, get to know people a little more. And pretty much from then on, we were inseparable, like best friends. One day, Kitch slept over, and we got into a lot of mischief, and it just continued to go from there. So we'll fast forward a couple of years, and when Kitch could drive, and I'm a year younger than he is, so couldn't really drive, but we got into a lot of trouble. A lot. But Kitch got a call from one of his buddies, which is actually sitting over there, Bobby and Stremmel, and they're like, hey, let's go get into some fun. Sounds good. So my parents had a car that they told us not to use because the brakes were shot, and it was snowing a lot that day. And they're like, oh, let's go, get out on the lake. You got a boat, right? Yes, it's winter. Well, we need the rope so we can tie a sled to it and tootle around on the lake. We're like, okay, this sounds really fun. There's like 2 feet of snow out there. Can't get really hurt if we get whiplash or anything like that. So we go out on the lake and have some fun. So we go do our thing. We know my mom gets back from work at like 4:30 pretty much every single day, like right on the dot. She's like, okay, we got to be back by this time. So we go have our fun, take the car that has the bad brakes and told us not to use. And so we get over there, and sure as shit, she's home. And without even looking at each other, we go, oh shit. Sorry, I know there's kids here, but that's it. So we go tootle around the car or tootle around the edge there. We go park the car and we notice my mom sitting up the stairs. We see her head there. We're like, we're screwed. So our house has a split level kitchen. I knew that we were in big trouble. So we go and just scurry down the stairs and go right into my room. My mom has this like little thing that just goes, boys. And we just knew we were in trouble at that point. So we go up there, we get yelled at, and then she sends Kitch home. I think Kitch came back within 7 hours. And I think that was probably the longest we've been separated since. So let's fast forward a couple more years. So Kitch goes and does the Disney College program and comes down to Florida, loves it, meets some awesome people that I've met now, like numerous times, super fun people. So you're welcome. So Kitch fell in love with Florida and everything that it had to offer, and pretty much told me one day, I'm going to move down there. Great. So I might lose my best friend. It was a good move. And it was the right move. Kitch made many friends down here. And I mean, he has a wonderful life and now a wonderful wife. I've gotten to know Chrissy better and better throughout these years, and Kitch is a lucky man. Chrissy and I have been getting closer and closer, and all I can say is, you're my best friend's wife, but welcome to the family. Let's toast to that, to the new Mr. and Mrs. Kitch. I love you both. Cheers.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kate. I'm one of Chrissy's best friends. So happy everyone could be here to join us on Chrissy and Kitch's special day. I have known Chrissy for a little over 6 years, even though it feels like way longer than that. We both took on new roles in our company, MVW, and needed a little support, not knowing that our weekly phone calls would blossom into a lifelong friendship. Our friendship began just as work friends and then quickly changed. My favorite memory of us is basically the first night we hung out. She called me over she'd moved into a new place and needed help building a new TV stand in her apartment, and we were going to have a few glasses of wine. 4 hours later, we realized we had so much in common. Putting a TV stand together was not one of them. I don't know if it ever got built, to be honest. Oh yeah, Tom came and finished it. That's right. Yeah, we appreciated that. We continued to grow closer and had our weekly Friday night dinners and Taco Tuesdays, which I also learned that if you go to a Taco Tuesday, you bring a bag of shredded lettuce, not a head of shredded lettuce. I got yelled at multiple times for that occasion and was told I could not come unless I brought something else because cutting lettuce was stupid. So, needless to say, if you ever come to a Taco Tuesday, bring a bag of lettuce, just so you're all aware. We got so close, our GMs and coworkers started to call us the Bopsy twins because we were always together. Chrissy came into my life at the perfect time and showed me what true friendship is like. We were both going through super difficult times and had basically no one to lean on but each other. Chrissy, you are the most amazing person I've ever met. You are strong, caring, beautiful, loving, and supportive, even when I move millions of miles away, it feels like. You have the biggest heart and always make sure the people in your life feel loved. I always wanted you to feel the same way and was so excited when Kitch came into your life. I remember our first conversation about Kitch. He was such an amazing friend. We all loved him, and you were just very worried about what this relationship would be like. Would you stay friends? How would this end up? You didn't want to lose him, which we all understand because Kitch is pretty amazing. However, everything changed and it was perfect. You two are the most perfect fit, and I love seeing how you love and support each other each day. You both are such big parts of my life. I couldn't be happier to see you begin the next chapter of your life together. Chrissy and Kitch, one of my favorite things is you brought me my forever love, and I couldn't thank you enough. even though we don't all know if that was a good thing or a bad thing at the time. But no, it's great. Kitch and Chad, I hope you both know what you signed up for because you were stuck with both of us forever. I know you're married, but that's not how this works. So, Christy and Kitch, I'm so excited for your future. I wish you a lifetime of love and happiness, and I can't wait to see you both grow together. Where's my wine? Cheers to the new Mr. and Mrs. Kitch.
Hi, everyone. We just wanted to take a moment to thank everyone for being here. A lot of you traveled very far, some even further than others, and it is a true blessing to have you all here with us. There are some that are not here with us today, and we wanted to take a moment to recognize them. So if you haven't had the opportunity to please visit our memory table for the loved ones that are no longer with us today and are in heaven. So please take the time. And we just can't thank all of you enough for being here. So thank you so much.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we can't say enough thank yous and I love yous to each and every one of you for even being here and your love and support. I know I spoke a little bit last night and I tried to, shake hands and hug and kiss, anybody I can, because I can't explain to each and every one of you how much it means to us for your love, your support, being here, and just everything you've done for me or for Chrissy or our families or friends, just anybody. So I cannot say thank you. We love you. Thank you for being here. I hope everything's perfect. If you ever need anything from us, please let us know. And your support has been wonderful, and we can't thank you enough. And again, we wish the people behind us were here. So if you could have a minute and just recognize those people that are really important to us, and we wish they were here with us as well. So thank you again.